Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
The San Diego Council on Literacy brings you Literacy for All with your host, Jose Cruz.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Jose Cruz. You're listening to Literacy for All, and this is WS Radio. Our guest is Michael Nimer. He's the manager of MOTIV, and MOTIV has the challenge, the fun job of connecting high school students to meaningful volunteer service, and this is getting teens to do service for many different reasons. Michael, give us so people know, because we can talk hypothetically about things and just how the process works. But how about a story maybe of someone that you worked with, maybe who was hesitant and decided they wanted to volunteer and help out and went to an agency and good things happened?
Yeah. So I'd say one of my favorite volunteers is a girl named Julia Berniker. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if she's shy, but she
just got her name on the radio.
Yeah. Shout out, Julia. Better listen. Yeah, and so she came through MOTIV and has volunteered, I think, over 100 hours over the last couple of years, and she's now a senior in high school. I believe she started as a sophomore, as a freshman, and it's became she's helped out with a variety of different causes. I know she's done some serving meals is one of her favorites, and yeah, it's became a big part of her. It's not just the good work she's done, but it's became something that's integral to her character, and I've seen that change. Yeah.
Very good. So this is somebody who's going to keep doing these.
Yeah, and so these are. It is. I think part of it is the development aspect. So these are teens going into college and deciding what they want to study, deciding what type of career paths they want to get into. So if you can expose them into volunteering and making a really tangible difference in the community at an earlier age, that's crucial.
Awesome. Because we know that there's a large population, we're really concerned about it. I want to say ages 16 to 24. They're not in school, they're not employed, might not even be looking for work. All that talent, all the resources that could be applied to good things. Hey, okay, if you're not going to do anything for yourself, do something for someone else. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I think the apathy is a very real problem at the moment. And as I keep harping back to this point, but part of the issue is that it's harder than it should be. So we're just trying to cut down the barriers and give them an opportunity to make that easier.
Very good. Tell me about Good Deeds Day.
Yeah, so Good Deeds Day is a holiday. It was created by an Israeli businesswoman. It's in April every year, and it's a day dedicated to community service. It's April 15th this year, and that's our flagship event.
Okay.
So last year we had over 30 partner organizations on that day, and they all have a project running on that day. So if each project is 20 people, 20 times 30, you've got almost 600 people volunteering on that day.
Right.
And so a lot of good work gets done, and then it also is, I don't know if marketing, but spreads the idea of giving community service out there, puts it out there and lets people know.
Very good. So this is a literacy show. Tell us how MOTIV volunteers have invested in literacy. Are they reading to kids? Are they tutoring? Doing book drives? Those are just some ideas if you didn't already have them.
Yeah, so I think last year Words Alive was a big partner, and we had an intern with them. They combat literacy through a reading program, I believe.
Yeah.
And then, for the upcoming year, like I said, we're always looking for new partners to grow. If you're a literacy organization and you depend on volunteers, please come to us, and we will help get you more volunteers who are eager. They might be a little bit younger, but very eager and passionate to help.
Yeah, I'll have to say, and I'll share some just one story of my own. Just having done presentations out there where teenagers, just because of school assignments, like seniors, have been tutors for elementary school children, and what you're seeing there is kind of the same thing you see with some of the seniors. That as much as we have professionals and teachers and materials and curriculum and a lot of other things out there, we can't get to certain kids. They're reluctant readers, they're reluctant writers, they're withdrawn, whatever. And when people like you and your volunteers are engaged with those younger students, amazing things happen. Can you talk to that?
Yeah, I would say, I think, one advantage of having, putting two teens or a teen and a younger kid together is that small children really look up to older kids, not in a different way than to adults, and so they can get through to them. If you have a kid in your literacy program whose parents aren't available at home, that can be a mentor to them.
Right.
It can also, I guess, sort of like the big brother or big sister relationship, and that's a lot of kids in literacy programs or other programs don't have those mentors necessarily at home, and then so they can help fill that gap.
Yeah, I mean, there's additional incentive there, to show maybe a person who's not that much older than them, but I have talents, I have gifts, I have things that I want to show you I can do. Yeah,
I guess the overriding idea of volunteerism is just that for helping kids, is that there's someone who believes in them out there.
How about that? Thank you. Absolutely. And it was part of it. I got to talk a little bit to the seniors. And so, tell the kids how smart they are. Tell them you believe in them. That some of them don't ever hear that. And so when they hear that from someone like you or your volunteers, it goes a long ways, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I've seen that in our programs firsthand.
Yeah. So just so folks know where you came from, and I think you kind of made the point that this is a separate nonprofit organization, but you have an alignment with the Jewish Federation of San Diego. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So this is something that confuses people.
And the Lawrence family?
Yeah.
Okay.
So our grant is from the Jewish Federation of San Diego, and then there's a matching grant from the Jim Joseph Foundation. I work out of the La Jolla, or Lawrence, La Jolla Lawrence
I've been there.
family.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, it's nice. They've got a big pool. La Jolla Lawrence Family Jewish Community Center. That's a bit of a tongue twister. So that throws people off, but the MOTIV platform is totally secular. Anyone can sign up for it, regardless of a religious affiliation. It just started, I guess one way to look at it is we're funded by Jewish donors, and it's connected to the San Diego Jewish Teen Initiative. But just to clarify, the MOTIV platform is absolutely secular. I highly recommend anyone to sign up. Don't be scared off if you're not Jewish.
Very good. Are you looking for not just agencies, but are you looking for projects like, for example, we just had International Literacy Day. There's Read Across America Day, which is March 2nd. That's Dr. Seuss's birthday. Sometimes groups decide they're going to do book drives, so maybe they adopt the elementary school, low-income community, and they generate new or like-new books for children who don't have books. Are you looking for projects like that?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
There's a variety of volunteer offerings. Sometimes it's just show up this one day for 2 hours. Sometimes it's something such as a book drive that it takes more initiative and you can do on your own. I think we're looking to get to find good projects, regardless of what form they come in.
Well, we want to be involved in increasing the number of agencies that are recipients of your volunteers. And so tell us more about how people can contact you.
Yeah, so I am responsible for the day-to-day functions of the site and fostering all relationships with partnering organizations. So, contact me. My name's Michael Nimer, and you can find my info.
Okay, and your website?
Yeah, so go to motivsandiego.org. That is the website. If you create an account, then you can see all the volunteer offerings listed and all the contact information's on there.
Very good. MOTIV is spelled MOTIV, so don't drop that E in there. You're really good spellers. Yes. And we're just so glad to have you, Michael, on the show. And maybe you can come back another time and give us some updates on what's taking place with MOTIV. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I see your literacy in action on the spelling there.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, so glad to have MOTIV on our show. Michael Nimer, the manager. I'm Jose Cruz. You've been listening to the Literacy for All show on WS Radio, the worldwide leader in Internet talk.
raised $8,000 to build schools for South African children.
After realizing how many people go hungry in San Diego, I now volunteer at a food pantry.
I'm spending the next year doing volunteer projects across 3 countries and helping in ways they designate to be the most helpful.
The World Link program at the Joan B. Kroc Institute for Peace and Justice recognizes the potential of youth as agents of social change. Learn how you can help youth become a generation of leaders in action at peace.sandiego.edu.
In the military, things can change in an instant. Your personal life is just the same. Just like you protect our country, you want your family protected. That's why thousands of military members trust Navy Mutual Life Insurance. Navy Mutual is nonprofit, providing current and former Navy, Marine, and Coast Guard families with life insurance, no sales fees, and no military service restrictions. Protecting members on active duty and beyond. Call 1-800-628-6011, 800-628-6011, NavyMutual.org, insuring those who serve.
Nowadays, internet devices are an integral part of your home. Everyone in your family has a smartphone, tablet, or a computer. Life is easier knowing that all your devices are secured and your family can surf the internet carefree. ESET Multi-Device Security Pack does just that. One license for all your devices. With ESET, it's simple to stay protected and save money. Enjoy safer technology with ESET Multi-Device Security Pack at ESET.com. That's ESET.com.
I've heard this is like one of the best pizza spots in town.
Yes, it is.
I'll do a slice of pepperoni, slice of vegetarian.
You got it.
And I will pay for all of that in 3 days.
In 3 days?
What's that mean? Well, wait, you accept credit cards. That money's not going to hit your account for 3 days anyway.
I need my money quicker.
At Chase, we hear you. With Express Funding, card payments are in your Chase account the next business day. Go to chase.com/expressfunding. Chase for business, so you can.
Compensated participation. All businesses are subject to credit approval. Not all clients are eligible for next business day funding, and additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
Tired of presentations with no impact, no inspiration, and no traction? Do dull speakers have you and your team disengaged and distracted by smartphones? Christopher McAuliffe brings energy, insights, and 2 decades of experience, delivered with punch, humor, and heart. Your team will leave energized, uplifted, and with a sense of purpose. Visit ChristopherMcAuliffe.com to bring some heat to your next speaking engagement. MCAULIFFE. ChristopherMcAuliffe.com.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.